Exhaustion and burnout can look really, really similar. And even more so, the side effects, exhaustion from a GLP-1 can look remotely similar or really similar to exhaustion as well. But looking a little bit closer, it just might be burnout entirely. So let's chat about it, and I'm going to give you 5 signs that you are possibly suffering from burnout, and then maybe talk about some things that we can do to alleviate that. First, just a little bit of a backstory on where we got here today and why I have, for one of the very first times, typically I have notes with me. I have scripted much of what I want to say today because I don't want to miss anything. And in the end, I will tell you how that has helped me. I thought I was exhausted. I've been saying this for several weeks on my channel now. And I thought I was having a side effect of my GLP-1. So I am on Zepbound, a GLP-1 medication that I've been taking for over 1.5 years now. I have currently lost 75 pounds. I thought that the medication was like maybe just like doing me in. That is a very common side effect, the exhaustion, especially in the very beginning. You'll take it in the very beginning and you might have those moments where like you just need to take a nap, you come home, you lay on the couch for a little while. That's a very common side effect. But I've been feeling like this for quite a while now, and I've been sharing that with you here on the channel for quite some time. Turns out I think it's burnout, and I'm going to tell you why. For the past few months, I've had a lot going on, and I've shared this here and there. It's not really something that I can fully share with you, and you guys know that is really hard for me. If you're a regular viewer and you've been with me for a while, I do really pride myself on my openness with all of you. Unfortunately, things that are going on that I am kind of in the middle of right now is not myself, and it's not my family in my own home. It's my extended family. And it has to do with health and some other issues that I just really can't get into. But again, it's my immediate family, but it's not me. So obviously it's not something that I can talk to. However, in the recent diagnoses of my family members, I am taking on a lot of the medical portion of it and the financial management of in another household. And there's just been a lot going on. And it just kind of seems like every day it's something else and there's more and more on my plate. And I was talking to my aunt the other night. I haven't talked to my aunt in a bit, and I had to call my aunt and, share with her more of kind of like what's going on. And as I'm sharing all of this with my aunt, she said, "Holy shit, could you have any more going on right now?" And at that point, I just started to laugh. Because if I didn't, I would cry. And I said, "Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. My husband changes jobs in 2 weeks. So my husband has given notice at his job, and he will be changing jobs on the 17th. So that was kind of the icing on the cake of everything that's going. Yeah, and we're dog sitting yet again. At that point, like I said, I laughed kind of so hard that I cried, and then my aunt and I cried together for a little while, and I'm so thankful for her. And in talking to her the other day for 1.5 hours, it kind of started to dawn on me at that point, like through our conversation and her guidance and her support. I kind of realized that maybe I'm not tired. Maybe I'm not menopausal. maybe it's not the side effect of Zepbound, it's burnout. And I'm not saying this to say, oh my God, I can't do it anymore and feel bad for me and give me sympathy. Please, that is not what I want. I'm not looking for any attention here. It just started to dawn on me that I am definitely not alone. Many of us carry the burden of a lot of other people and situations and a lot of stuff that we really cannot control. So I'm thinking there might be a few of you that are going through the same type of situation. So is it Zepbound? Is it menopause? Is it overworking? Is it lack of sleep? Or is it burnout? Let's go through 5 signs that you too may be suffering from burnout, my friend. This was my biggest one, and I have been using this excuse for a long time saying I'm tired, but I'm tired when I wake up in the morning. I'm tired when I get home from work. I'm tired when I go to sleep at night. Sometimes I'm so tired, I don't even want to get in the shower. I talk to myself in my head, sometimes out loud, back and forth, trying to talk myself into taking a shower, washing my hair. And I know a lot of people are going to say it sounds like depression. I assure you that is not the case. I'm functioning. I'm doing everything I need to do. I'm just exhausted. And when I say that, I am truly convinced, because I've been doing the research all week, I'm burnt out. I wake up every single day exhausted, and my first thought when I get out of bed, I look at the clock and I start calculating how long before I can lay my head back down. I'm falling asleep on the couch every day. Like today's one of those days where I am refusing to go into the living room and sit down. I have work to do. I just did all of the financial stuff for myself and for another household. I just got a lot of things that had to get done for not only myself, but others. I forced myself to do that. I had to pick up my son from work. I had to cook dinner. I had to clean up. I had to get ready for tomorrow. And now I'm doing this with you guys because that too is extremely important. But there are times when I have to kind of really force myself to do it and talk myself into doing these things because I would rather go to bed. So definitely number one, 100% to me is you're tired even when you sleep. So I'm going to bed around 9:30, 10 o'clock, falling asleep by 10:30 at the latest. I get up about 5:30 and I'm waking up tired. So that is sign number one that you are burnt out, my friend. Number two, things you used to enjoy now really just feel like chores. Again, I'm going to go with shower. I literally pre-plan in my head the days I'm going to wash my hair because it's so time consuming and it takes so much. And I try to only do that a couple of times a week. So, and I will tell you guys yet again, no sponsorship here. I did try. They didn't want me. Kitsch, hair products, their shampoo and conditioner, I love it. I really truly am enjoying their products. I like everything about them. I've only done the shampoo and conditioner bars, but I do plan to, I would love to I want to try the hair spray. It's not hairspray, it's hair like perfume, I guess. I really want to try that, but they have a lot of products that I want to try, so maybe I'll put that on my Christmas list. But yeah, so things that you used to enjoy now feel like chores. Like I said, making videos, sometimes I really have to force myself. I have put myself on a schedule of at least Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Kind of anything more is just extra. But but I really try to be consistent with my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And that's not only for you who have been here with me, supporting me for so long, but for myself. If I want to continue to grow this business, I need to be consistent. I know that. And I love making videos and I love talking to you guys. But lately it's been hard. I have to talk myself into these things. I don't want to go out. Like, my husband always wants to go out to dinner on the weekend, and I'm just like, oh my God, can we just stay in and make pasta? Can we have cereal? Can we have nothing? Can we just do nothing? I don't even really want to go like shopping. Like, you guys know, I am going grocery shopping. I haven't gone grocery shopping in I don't know how long. I order my groceries, but I haven't really wanted to like go to Savers and go thrifting. Kyler and I haven't really done much. We haven't been out in forever. So, you know, those types of things. So if you're really not having any enjoyment for the things that you used to enjoy, that is a sign that maybe you're burnt out. Number 3, you are irritable or easily overwhelmed. I would say I am more easily frustrated. I feel very overwhelmed all of the time. I don't know that I'm easily overwhelmed. I just know that I'm overwhelmed. Like, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I know it's a lot, and I know everything that's going on is a lot. I cannot control it, and that is a really difficult thing for me. I like to be able to control things, and not having control is very difficult. So I am taking as much control as possible. But irritable and easily overwhelmed is definitely is a huge one. For me, I often sit at my desk either here or at work, and I have so much that needs to get done that I just don't know where to start. And that's, I think, the overwhelming portion of it. Like, I look around and I've just got piles, and I know in my head everything that needs to happen. And I just look at it, and there is no part of me that wants to tackle that right now. It's overwhelming. I don't want to get sucked in. And I've even been kind of going through this with emails recently. I have had many offers for collaborations and sponsorships and stuff. And it's a lot to keep track of, and it's a lot to manage. And because there's so many different companies, I am finding it extremely, extremely overwhelming. I'm managing more than one household right now, and I feel like I need a manager myself. So definitely easily overwhelmed. Number 4 is motivation kind of disappears, even for things that you want to do. Again, my desk, even at work, like both of these things, I think because I'm so overwhelmed with it, it makes motivating myself to do these things that much harder. It's really difficult to sit down and do these things. And I go right back to the same thing with the collaborations. It's very hard to get motivated to do all of these things when my brain just can't function properly. Exercise, forget it. Like, it's been months since I have gone for a walk, since I have done anything except like park further away from things and go up and down the stairs instead of piling things on the stairs. Those things I am still successfully managing, but I have not done any type of exercise in months. I cannot seem to get myself motivated to do that at all. And number 5 is kind of feeling disconnected. And that is something that I have really been struggling with. And that was between the exhaustion, things that I'm kind of really don't enjoy anymore, and the disconnect, those were the really big key factors for me in realizing that I am burnt out. I have not really seen Kyla since our trip. Kyla is my best friend, for those of you who don't know. I am filming this video on November 6th. Kyla and I have not really seen each other and done anything together since August when we went to Lake George. And I will link that Lake George video down below for really the last time that we have been together. I spoke to her last night and that was very therapeutic. So I love you. And I stopped by her house for 5 minutes. Maybe a month ago, she had a yard sale. Other than that, I have not seen my best friend. I feel extremely disconnected from her. When I spoke to her last night and was telling her everything that's going on, she's like, what the hell? Like, call me. Why are you not calling me? And it's very hard for me to burden other people with that. And in that, guys, what happens? You get burnt out. So those are 5 surefire signs that I just got a text message from one of my closest friends, and I haven't spoke to him in, I don't even know how long. And I forced myself today because I wrote all of this out and I was like, okay, you need to text him. You need like make sure you talk to Kyla. I just texted my nieces. I called my aunt a couple of days ago. I'm forcing myself because I'm looking through my phone and I'm realizing it's like 6 weeks I haven't talked to my sister. 3 weeks I haven't talked to my best friend. My other friend, it's been months since I've spoken to him. And it's kind of crazy that this kind of stuff happens. So 5 signs that you two may be burnt out, tired even when you're sleeping. Things that you used to enjoy now feel like chores. Irritable, easily overwhelmed. 4, motivation disappears. And 5, feeling disconnected from people that you love. So you are not alone, my friend. If you are feeling any of these things, come join me. Join me. You are not alone and you are not a failure. Burnout is a sign that your body and your mind are asking for care. Not a sign that you're weak. Burnout does not mean that you're lazy. It just means that you need to slow down and do something for yourself. So, some things that maybe we can try instead. Instead of going full speed, 100 miles an hour all of the time, try taking it down to 70%. You can't get it all done if you're completely and utterly burnt out. So let's try to take it down a little bit. You can still be productive and do 70% of what you think you needed to do, and just do this much of it instead of this much of it. It will get done. We all know that it will. Create one daily reset. Now, I'm not saying an entire day, take it to yourself, because we know how hard that is. Pick one thing to stick to each day. Little tiny baby small things. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk. I really am trying to force myself to get back into that habit. I know I felt better when I got outside and I walked around a little bit. So maybe it's a 10-minute walk. Maybe it's going to bed 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's no screen time for 15 minutes. Maybe it's chatting with your significant other without distractions for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and like connecting and getting, into that routine again. Maybe it's pampering yourself. Maybe it's going upstairs 5 minutes before bedtime and slathering some really nice smelling lotion on and letting yourself relax. Maybe it's getting your nails done. It doesn't have to be a splurge, but, give yourself something every single day to just relax. And that's one of the reasons that I've been kind of going to my car during lunch and doing different things. So let your brain dump the mental clutter. And a great way to do that is to journal. So I went to my car a couple of days ago and I started writing this all out. And then I realized that I just put it all out in a journal. So this is a journal. And I wrote it all out. And I literally wrote out for all of you guys that for the past few months, I have had so much going on. And I truly, truly felt so much better by the end of it. My alarm for lunch went off and I just kept writing. So saying things out loud, this is, it's a lot right now, and I don't have to solve it all right now. And telling yourself that and writing things down really does ask for help. So let your brain dump the mental clutter, write it out, say it out loud, do something to get rid of that mental clutter. Another thing that you can do is ask for help. This one I struggle with. I talked about this at work today. I have a very hard time asking for help. A lot of times, I know personally, I feel it's just easier to do it myself because I'm probably a bit of a control freak. And I know that if somebody else does it, if I ask for help, it might not get done exactly the way I want it to, or in my mind, as good as if I had just done it. Or sometimes when you have to explain or re-explain, you're like, forget it, I'll just do it myself. But sometimes you just need to ask for help. Maybe it's with the small things. And that is one thing, like for me personally, I will continue and I will keep my delivery service for my groceries because that is some help that I need. Right now, with everything that's going on, I don't have the time, the mental capacity, the energy to go grocery shopping. That's just like one thing off of my plate each and every week. I order my groceries, they get delivered, I bring them in the house and I put them away. That is enough for me. Going to the store is going to overload me way too much at this point. So that is me asking for help. I'm telling myself I need this help. Find something that can take the burden off of you a little bit. Sometimes you have to just be honest to people and tell them, listen, I can't right now. I'm feeling really overwhelmed. I have a lot going on. Can we do or talk about this tomorrow? Not everything is as urgent as you think it is or as maybe somebody else thinks it is right now. Most things can wait till tomorrow, especially if it's a work problem. Most things aren't going to be that dire. Just, hey, I'm sorry. I just can't right now. And I have a hard time with that. Writing these things down are definitely going to help me to try to implement some of these things to help myself. And instead of looking at the entire overall picture, which can seem extremely overwhelming and tedious, try to look at one small thing at a time. And that is what I am trying to do right now. I have a lot that's here, so I'm trying to focus on one small issue a day. I can't solve everything, but if I can take care of this today and maybe this tomorrow, then at the end of the week, maybe now I only have this much instead of this much. This much is much easier to tackle than this much. So instead of looking at the whole picture, look at one small piece, try to handle that first. And don't forget, the most important thing is to breathe. That is something that I am, again, working on that as well. I have struggled and found myself all of a sudden have to catch my breath because I'm forgetting to breathe or forgetting to exhale often. So, my friends, if you too are feeling any of these feelings, you may be burnt out. Take a deep breath, step back, relax, and try to implement some of these small changes to see if we can get to the other side and alleviate the burnout. my hope. I know this is a big ask coming up on November, the end of the month here with the holiday season and the new year and everything that is to come, but I am going to do my best to stay grounded, stay focused, and only take on as much as I can handle from here on in. I hope that this helped somebody, even the slightest. If it did, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, what do you do when you're starting to feel burnt out? What are your go-tos? I would love, love, love to hear from you guys. Okay, my friends, it's been amazing. I will see you guys real soon. Thank you so much for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We would love to have you guys stick around. And remember, my friends, when you can't find the sunshine, you be the sunshine. Bye.